It's a measure of the rapidly changing face of football that only 4 of these United players took part in the Family Cup final between these two sides in 1991. Van der Horn, Malpass, McInally and McKinley. Dave Bowman, who would have been a 5th, is suspended, making room for Christian Daly. Billy McKinley has been involved in 2 losing finals and Jim McInally in 3. But the most experienced cup campaigner of all is skipper Maurice Malpass, who's played in 4 losing finals at Hampden in 1985, 87, 88 and 91. Meanwhile, he picked up 55 Scotland caps, and today he plays his 608th match for United at the age of 31. It's been a changing world too for Motherwell since their success 3 years ago. Only McCart, Kirk and O'Donnell survived from that occasion. But Paul Lambert, just 17 at the time, was in the winning St Mirren's side of 1987, ironically against United. And Tommy Coyne was unlucky for Celtic against Aberdeen in 1990. Central defender Miodrag Krivokapic has changed allegiance since that 1991 final when he played for United. Now 34, he's rated one of the principal reasons for Motherwell's success this season. And the referee for the match this afternoon is Mr. Jim McCluskey from Stewarton, who handled the final last season between Rangers and Aberdeen. The magic of the 10th Scottish Cup apparent once again, with the stadium full to capacity. Capacity just around 14,000 while the rebuilding work goes on behind Steve Dykes' goal. But less than half that number were at the league match a week ago. A very healthy contingent travelling through from Lanarkshire, supporting Motherwell. So a fascinating duel in prospect again, with these sides having that match just 7 days ago, which Motherwell were rather fortunate to win. And it will be interesting to see what tactical alterations may have been made. Tommy McLean last week used about 4 different formations throughout the match, shuffling his pack consistently. United trying to go forward early. There's Crabb, back to Daly. On the far side is Jim McInally. There have been some alterations too in the United formation. There's Brewster. That's well taken by Dykstra. He's quickly off his line. Enthralling battle of wits this between the two managers at this stage. These sides so familiar to each other. One of the hazards of the Premier Division, with 4 matches between the clubs in the season in the league. That's well played across, and Daly couldn't get there. Oh, an excellent chance there for Christian Daly coming in on the far post. Fine work by Paddy Connolly. It was deflected on there by Philippin, and that did enough to put Daly off. McInally lops it in, looking for Daly. Philippin has to be careful here. Gone for a throw, right at the corner flag. Malpass is very sharp. They're getting the ball before McKinnon. Dykes has started to come, change his mind. Wisely, I think. There's Crabb. It's blocked there by Dykstra. Appeals for handball against Lambert. Scott Crabb pleading with the referee that that was handball by Lambert. But really, that's a very optimistic appeal. You see there, Dykes are coming and stopping. Lambert trying to take the ball away. Played across there off the legs of Dykstra. And then it was in the arms of Lambert for a split second, but involuntarily, I think. Back from McInally to Malpass. McInally going forward again. Very good work in defence there by Steve Kirk, who followed McInally all the way back. That was very alert play by Kirk. Off the head of Coyne. Here's O'Donnell, supported by McKinnon. Welsh with the header, goes straight to Shannon. Here's Paul Lambert. A good effort by Lambert. Well, Guido van der Kamp diving full length for that, but there was Shannon with space. Played it square there for Lambert. His shot just wide of the target. McInally supporting. Couldn't quite make the turn. He's not at all happy with the referee's decision. Well, he clearly thinks it should have been his throw. So the match could scarcely be more evenly poised at the moment. United starting swiftly, Motherwell settling rapidly also. A series of individual duels going on out there. And it's the outcome of some of these which will determine the outcome of the match. There's Brewster, he's very quick indeed. McKinnon came to meet him. Good covering play by Rob McKinnon. It was excellent defensive play. Brewster's pace carrying him through there. McKinnon coming across to ensure that goes through safely to Dykstra. Now Malpass. Ivakovic takes over. Now McKinnon on the break for Motherwell. Is offside again against Tommy Coyne. Gordon Petric organising the United defence to push forward, leaving Coyne stranded that time. Brewster and Phillips clash. They go again. There's Connolly. It's a good early cross. Brian Martin is there for Motherwell. This time it's a corner kick to United. United fans encouraged this spell of play. Petric hovering at the edge of the penalty area. McKinley. Chances on this time, it's cleared off the line by Shannon. And McKinley miscued the cross back into the goal, but Motherwell was certainly in difficulty there. Perhaps Shannon saved the day, and it's Motherwell now in the counter-attack. Christian Daly getting in very quickly on O'Donnell. Phillips' header. There's Crabb. Back it goes from O'Donnell. Martin sends it long. The offside flag is up again against Tommy Coyne. But Motherwell certainly lived dangerously there when that ball came across. Dykstra again caught in no man's land. The ball broke to the far side. Finally Connolly they shot it goal, and there was Shannon on the line. Good play from Kirk and from Lambert. Martin sending it long, and Petric judged the flight well. Lambert. Here's Shannon. And now Martin. O'Donnell calling for the ball in the penalty box. Challenging Van de Kamp. There's Steve Kirk. Still in the chance. And Motherwell take the lead. 31 minutes of the first half gone. But it's first blood to Steve Kirk. And this will be something Guido van de Kamp does not want to witness again. O'Donnell was the player putting pressure on Van de Kamp for Martin's cross. A clear error by the keeper. Brian Welsh did well initially. He was out of luck with a ricochet, and Steve Kirk was left with a simple task. There's Martin's long ball, and this should easily have been taken by Van de Kamp. Completely misjudged the flight, and Welsh did so well initially. He was right out of luck. And there was Kirk the Predator again. And now McInally. Now McKinley. An awkward one. It's well held by Dykstra. You can see McKinley setting himself there, trying to add to the 10 goals he scored from midfield this season. Bouncing awkwardly, but carefully taken. Headed away by Lambert. Charging down the shot from McInally. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Welsh to McInally. That's great play by McInally. And Brewster's there. It's a brilliant goal for United. Superbly worked equalizer by United. Brewster with a finish with the creative work initially was outstanding by Tim McInally. It's a great ball in the near post area. Brewster ahead of the defenders. Left Dykstra helpless. And this really is a magnificent goal for United. Look at Brewster getting there ahead of McCart. and Dykstra didn't move a muscle. That hit the top of the net. Got to McKinnon. Shannon did well. So did McKinnon. Goes again. Taken right out of the play by McKinley. An awkward landing too for McKinnon. That'll be causing some anxiety on the Motherwell bench. But McKinley being yellow carded for this tackle on Rob McKinnon. Late and clumsy. We're into injury time now in the first half. There's been a little bit of that. Could have been taking the free kick. Headed away by Van der Horn. That's McKinley. The referee checking his watch again. Philibin collects. Motherwell trying to make sure there's no offside. It won't matter now because it's half time. And it really has been a tremendous first half with honours even in the end. That's just about right. Steve Kirk was the player who gave Motherwell even 31 minutes after that dreadful error by Guido van de Kamp. But justice was done in the balance of play in the first half, and Craig Brewster rifled home a beauty 3 minutes before the interval to give United a deserved half-time scoreline of Dundee United 1, Motherwell 1. Well, the crowd was buzzing throughout the interval there, having enjoyed the Kennett Scottish Cup fare offered in the first half by both sides. There's Craig Brewster with a miscue in the pass forward. But he was certainly a player that Motherwell found great difficulty in containing in that opening spell. And deservedly scored a marvellous equaliser just before half-time. Van der Horn's clearance, Petric in front of his own goal. Hearts and mouths among the United supporters. Comes wide here for Martin. Well, trying, I think, to surprise Guido van de Kamp in the United goal there. That snapshot. These own goals a week ago appeared to have some worrying effect on United supporters at any rate, whenever a defender's in possession inside his own box. That's good play there by McKinnon. The recovery work by McKinley was good on O'Donnell. There's Malpass. Hounded by O'Donnell. The throw to United. And Brewster breaking on the end of that little flick from Connolly. Crab waits in the middle. Brewster retaining possession, setting it up for McKinley. The sort of pass you want on about the first day of the season when the turf is flat and true, but not when it's liable to bobble like it is in the month of February. Powerful running again by Craig Brewster, who really has developed enormously in the Premier Division this season. There's Welsh. Martin nips the ball away. Lambert did well. Coins pass, looking for Kirk. Retrieved here by Malpass for United. Challenged by Krivakovic. Brewster's pass, a good one. Connolly's in the clear. Playing it in early, looking at Brewster again. That's fine play by Brewster. It's a wonderful goal by Craig Brewster. He's been the outstanding attacker on the field all afternoon, and that was a moment of magic. Well, he created it himself with the opening pass to Paddy Connolly, then took this brilliantly in his chest. Look at that, away from Chris McCart, steadied himself as Dykstra advanced and rifled it home with the right foot. Well, the pass initially came from Brewster to Connolly. He knew exactly what he was about there, making space for himself with that chest control and the right foot shot, putting United in front. Clearing hit up by Welsh, a very decisive one. Connolly looking for a run from Brewster. Well, every move he makes at the moment is being applauded by the United supporters, Brewster. He's the hero of the moment for United. An alteration is going to be made by Motherwell, and that indicates the withdrawal of Paul Lambert and the introduction of Paul McGrillen. Well, Lambert, an injury out before the match. He's taken a couple of hefty knocks in this game. So he ends his participation. Little Paul McGrillen comes on. He'll go straight into the attack. And we'll see if Motherwell play with 2 up or 3. Steve Kirk, I think, dropping back off the front line. McGrillen and Coyne, the front 2 now. Kirk dropping off. Coyne get a touch. There's McGrillen. Now McKinley. Martin takes over. There's Coyne. Fine save by Guido van de Kamp. Well, he certainly made amends there for the error for the first goal. Powerful play by Martin. A delightful ball through. There was Tommy Coyne trying to chip that beyond van de Kamp. And the keeper did extremely well there. Well judged by McAnally. You're standing off a yard or 2 to collect that. He knew exactly what Kirk had in mind. Perhaps pass. Looking for Brewster. It's misjudged by Krivokapic. He certainly is putting the Motherwell defence in a dither frequently, Brewster. Just by his presence now. Coyne to McGrillen. Good play by Paul McGrillen. Coyne in the middle. And well tackled by McAnally. Good break that from McGrillen though. There's McKinley. Good play by McKinnon. Now O'Donnell. Possession still with Motherwell. Advantage ill applied. Here's Martin. Catching Coyne on his heels. McAnally breaks. Over to the far side is Connolly, and that's well read by Krivokapic. Excellent play by McKinnon. Now Kirk, and the offside flag up against Coyne. Well, he'd been offside for a few seconds there before the ball arrived. McCart's header. That's Daly to Brewster. Now McKinley. This is McAnally. Connolly. Clear foul there by Philippin. Sliding in from the rear on Connolly. McKinley flights it in. It's awkward. Well won by O'Donnell. That's Coyne. Chasing his own clearance there. Well shelps it on. Good time here for McKinnon. Closed down rapidly by Connolly. Headed away there by Daly and straight through to Dykstra. The build-up starts from the back with Krivokapic. Shannon now, space on the right to utilise. Now it's Martin. Clearance by McAnally. Philippin did well against Brewster. This is Krivokapic. Now Coyne. Kirk. McGrillen's onside. A chance for Motherwell. Great play by McGrillen if he can turn it now. And he's brought down by Van der Horn. It's a penalty kick to Motherwell. The United defence caught, claiming offside, and McGrillen in line, I reckon. There he was. When the ball was released, I'm sure he was in line. He stepped away from Van de Kamp in the act there of putting the ball in the net. Caught from the rear by Van der Horn. Van der Horn is being booked. Well now, looking at the colour of the card here, what view is the referee taking? Well, an obvious opportunity to score, and he says the yellow card for Van der Horn. And a penalty to Motherwell. Well, what a moment of the match this is. Tommy Coyne has taken one, Rob McKinnon has taken a couple. Coyne has scored the only one he's taken so far in his Motherwell career. A chance for the equalizer. Coyne against Van de Kamp. keeper. This was well taken by Coyne. The keeper gets right through himself to the right. And Tommy Coyne can't believe it. Here's Krivorovich with Connolly. Now Dolan playing the ball against Nixon. The final few seconds going into stoppage time now. It looks as though it's too late for Motherwell. Dumped away by McKinley. And Ivan Golat signalling to his players the 90 minutes are over. They still have to maintain concentration though to the end as Connolly collects. Back to Brewster. Well, what a dramatic finish that would have provided. Big Brewster, eager to be at the end of anything around the box, and takes this pass from Paddy Connolly. It's not a bad effort at all. There's Coyne with the layoff. And the shot came from Philbin, it was deflected. It was a very good one at that. Nearly believes that might have found the net. The corner has to be taken very rapidly. We're in stoppage time now. Can United hold out? Or Motherwell still a part to play? With this cut. Right across the far side. Bacart was there. Turned away well by Petric from the corner. No time to waste for Motherwell. McKinnon wants to take an in-swinger. Well, what a dramatic end of the match this is, and Motherwell pile everyone forward here. And the camp comes for that. He's taken out of the play. Still bouncing around the area. There's Philbin! It's the equalizer for Motherwell. Right at the death. And United will look back on this and wonder if Van de Kamp had been fouled. Look at the corner kick here from McKinnon. There was Martin going in at Van de Kamp. The ball broke there. Philbin bided his time and drilled the ball home. An incredible finish to the game. John Philbin's first goal of the season coming in 92 minutes. Well, who would have believed it? It looked as though it was all over. In stoppage time, Motherwell have snatched the draw. A replay beckoning now as referee McCluskey checks his watch. So forward comes Malpass. There's Dolan. Surely Motherwell don't have the audacity to win this now. The flag is up for offside. Referee checking his watch. It's all over. Motherwell have saved the day right at the death with a romantic goal scored by John Philbin. His first of the season, and taking in expert fashion. And joy there on the faces of these Motherwell players. John Philbin savours the moment. And these supporters are a happy trek back to Lanarkshire. What an incredible match. And Craig Brewster was the player who really seemed to have won the match for Dundee United with two magnificent goals. Then Van de Kamp with the penalty save. It looked all over for Motherwell until that dramatic finish. The final score at Tannadice. Dundee United 2, Motherwell 2.
A replay to come. How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously scoring in the last minute, we're delighted, so it gives us another crack at the cherry. So being at our place as well, I think we must fancy our chances now we go through. We're getting a second bite.
What have you said to your players in the dressing room?
Oh, they better win over there. I'm not needing to see who we play and where we play.
Just got to win.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I don't want to see them before we finish the business.
Ivan Golat's confident enough. John Philbin fancies another crack at the cherry. And Derek Johnston, was that the right result at the end of the day?
I think it was. Motherwell fought very, very hard indeed. It was a pleasure to come in early on this evening and watch the 90 minutes do. It was a smashing cup tie, and congratulations to both teams.
It was, wasn't it? And two wonderful goals by Craig Brewster first. Let's take a look at those. You won't get two better goals all season, I would suggest.
He scored two earlier on against Wraith Rovers, with smashing goals, but McAnally as well here down the left. And I mean, look at all the defenders there. You know, he's made up their mind for him. What a smashing finish that is. We so-called weaker foot, the left one. And it's all about the run he makes. You know, he's at the back post, sprints to the front, And really, if he doesn't move to the front post, there's no way he's scoring that goal. That's a fabulous goal.
And he both makes and takes this one.
Great touches here all around, all the one-touch stuff. Look, he's like a bag of tile there. He's the one that sets up and sprints right for that goal. Lovely ball in there by Connolly. Magnificent control there. Looks up. It's time to look up, and he comes out. He just slams the ball past him into the net. That was a marvellous goal by Dundee United. And he actually looks a better player, Dougie, when he's actually up front. I mean, he's been playing sort of midfield, trying to get forward. But when he's up there, he's a big lad. He can win balls in the air. He's strong enough to hold people off. And as we know, he packs a tremendous punch. When the goalkeepers come out there, there's not an awful lot of room to score there. You would have thought you had to aim for the far post. You saw a gap at the near post and fired in an unstoppable shot. Smashing goal.
Two great strikes. Now, the penalty incident is interesting. Not just for the fact of was it a penalty, I don't think there's any argument, but maybe it was Freddie van der Hoorn lucky to stay in the field.
I think so. I mean, it's only last week where we saw the same referee send off Gordon Hunter of Hibs. You know, he's definitely a last man, Freddie van der Hoorn. And if the referee has adjudged that's a penalty kick, then he has to go off. He's last man. I mean, you can see clearly there, he's by the goalkeeper, Freddie van der Hoorn. He's the way to hit it. He's going to score if he doesn't come in there. He must go off. And it's amazing he sends off Gordon Hunter last week. He didn't this week. And of course, what a marvellous save that was. I mean, it wasn't a bad penalty kick. The goalkeeper just a fabulous save.
That's right, and making amends for the mistake which led to the first goal, obviously.
Well, that's a horror. We didn't want to mention that, did we? But that's the goal. I mean, it's a fabulous for 92nd minute there. Motherwell fought right to the end. Dundee United will be disappointed they didn't hold on. But a lot of people saying it, including Ivan Golat. So was the goalkeeper pushed here for this goal? I mean, it's a great finish by John Phillips, no doubt about that. With 20 players in the box. Here's the ball coming over. He actually gets a punch to it. It's a bad punch. Brian Martin follows up. His momentum took him through there. I think it was 6 one and half a dozen the other. But John Phillips didn't wait to find out, and probably a deserved equaliser for Motherwell.